Super Typhoon Yagi, the most powerful storm in Asia this year, has made landfall in northern Vietnam, causing dozens of casualties as well as heavy damage to vehicles and buildings.
올해 아시아 최강 태풍으로 꼽히는 슈퍼 태풍 야기가 베트남 북부에 상륙해 차량과 건물이 큰 피해를 입고 수십 명의 사상자가 발생했습니다.
Yeah. Just to update this headline here,
Yeah.
the typhoon has been downgraded as of yesterday to a tropical depression, but not before wreaking havoc, beginning down in the Philippines and then China and Vietnam, I think, got the brunt of it.
Right, tell us more about that then.
Yeah, the storm is the reason for at least 21 deaths, according to one news article that I wrote and read. Excuse me. It hit Haiphong and Quang Ninh provinces with winds of up to more than 200 kilometers per hour on Saturday morning. So I saw a lot of videos over the weekend of strong winds, flying debris, roofs off of buildings and the facade of walls being torn apart, ripped apart. And state media had originally said 3 people died, but I think with flooding and landslides, the death toll has now since increased.
Yeah, exactly. And when we say casualties, we're talking about injured people and people who lost their lives. So it's all collective.
Yeah. And it wasn't just the Vietnam. It was China, Hainan province, 4 people dead. The Philippines saw nearly 24 deaths as well. So this is the strongest typhoon to hit Asia this year. Let's hope, the casualties can be minimized.
네, casualties 우리말로는 사상자라고 하죠. 사망자와 부상자를 합친 숫자가 되겠습니다. 꽤나 많다라고 하는데요. 그래도 현재 시점에는 이 슈퍼 타이푼이 아니라 열대성 저기압으로 다운그레이드가 됐다고 합니다. 그러니까 그 위력이 지금은 조금 약해졌다라고 볼 수 있겠죠. 그 열대성 저기압을 영어로는 tropical depression이라고 합니다. 이 depression이 우리 우울증만 말하는 게 아니라 날씨에서는 저기압이라는 의미가 있습니다. 자, 그럼 첫 번째 표현으로 dozens of를 볼게요.
Yeah, a dozen is 12, right? So when we say dozens, probably 24, 36,
Right.
possibly, just around there, just a rough estimate. So here we're talking about, dozens of casualties.
Yep.
And we talked about initially 3 deaths, and several tens of people died. So just to add all that up.
그래요. 우리는 이제 수십 명 해가지고 10을 단위로 얘기를 한다면은 영어에서는 보통 이제 12명을 단위로 해서 dozens of people이라고 하지만 해석할 때 우리가 이걸 굳이 12명의 배수 뭐 이렇게 말하면
Right.
말이 안 되기도 하고 너무 이해도 안 되고 그러니까 그냥 수십 명 하면 돼요.
Yeah.
그러나 dozen은 열이 아니라 12이라는 거 기억하시면 되고.
Right. We see that when we order donuts.
Yeah,
a dozen
sure.
donuts is common. A dozen eggs is common.
Yep.
A baker's dozen is 13.
Right, it's a little bit different.
When they give you one more
Yeah.
as 서비스.
아, 그렇군요. Dozens of. 그래서 영어로는 사실 이제 tens of라는 말을 그냥 이게 수십 명 할 때는 잘 안 쓰지만 수십만 명이라든지 이게 숫자가 좀 커질 때는 tens of thousands 이럴 때는 우리말로는 그냥 몇만 명이죠. 근데 이제 hundreds of thousands 하면 이제 수십만 명이 되겠고 이렇게는 좀 쓰지만 그냥 tens of people 이렇게는 안 하는 것 같아요.
No, you wouldn't
네.
say that. So starting with the hundreds, you could say, right? Hundreds of
그렇죠.
people, thousands of people, tens of thousands, like you said.
Exactly.
But anything underneath that, dozens, I think,
dozens.
kind of
That's right.
captures that all.
네. And heavy damage?
Yeah, if damage would be injury or loss. And
Yeah.
if it's heavy, it's severe, it's serious, it's very weighty.
네. heavy라는 게 무겁다라는 뜻도 물론 있지만 많다라는 뜻으로도 쓸 수가 있어서요. heavy damage는 큰 피해, 많은 피해가 발생했다는 뜻이 되겠습니다. 자, 그럼 다시 읽어볼게요. Super Typhoon Yagi, the most powerful storm in Asia this year, has made landfall in northern Vietnam, causing dozens of casualties, as well as heavy damage to vehicles and buildings. Let's move on to the next headline.
Thailand has launched a campaign against the black chin tilapia fish, described by officials as the most invasive species to ever affect the country, so far impacting 17 provinces.
태국 역사상 가장 강력한 태국종이라는 평을 들으며 지금까지 17개 주에 피해를 입힌 외래종 어류 블랙친 틸라피아에 대해 태국 정부가 포획 작업에 나섰습니다. Okay, tell us more.
Yeah, so this is an interesting story here. It's an example of how human behavior can be very destructive, excuse me, to the local environment. But
Right.
this one specific species of fish, it's the black-chin tilapia. It's a small fish. I
Yeah.
think it's similar to a chogi, perhaps in Korea. But what the country's government is saying is that it's going to affect the nation's economy nearly $300 million. So it's very destructive. But what's happening is this tilapia is preying on small fish, shrimp, snail larvae, and it's really just destroying and wreaking havoc
Yeah.
on the ecosystem there.
그렇죠. Wreaking havoc is a useful expression to use when a lot of damage has been caused by something. And in this case, we're talking about a particular fish. I think it's the size of your hand. It's not that big.
Yeah, it's not that big, and it lives in actually freshwater and in saltwater as well.
Okay. So it can move around in all sorts of different types of waters.
And they reproduce at a very quick rate. So one
Right.
Female can have at least 500 fingerlings.
Fingerlings. Is that what you call them?
A fingerling is a young fish,
A baby fish,
about
yeah.
the size of your finger, perhaps. So what authorities are doing is that they're releasing other bigger fish that can prey and hunt these
Right.
tilapia down, like sea bass and catfish. So we'll see how that works out.
Let's hope they catch up with the numbers. All right. The first expression here is invasive species.
Yep. If something's invasive, it can invade, meaning that it grows and disperses easily,
Yeah.
usually to the detriment of the ecosystem or the native species there.
Right. Invasive라는 거는 침입하는이라는 뜻입니다.
Yeah.
네.
In medicine, we talk about cancer cells, how cancer cells can be invasive to other tissue or other organs in your body when it spreads.
Right, exactly. 우리가 이제 원래 침입하다라고 할 때는 invade라는 동사를 쓸 수가 있고 침입 명사는 invasion이죠. 여기서는 그러한 그래서 형용사로 invasive 뒤에는 어떤 이제 종이 되겠습니다. Species, types of fish in this case.
Varieties or
Varieties.
kinds.
Yeah.
Another medical example of invasive would be invasive surgery,
Yeah.
where you'd be cut open or,
Yep.
something like that, as opposed to a non-invasive
Right.
procedure, which would be something arthroscopic or
Yes.
just on the surface.
So if there's an incision involved, you call it an invasive surgery.
Exactly.
우리식으로 말하면은 이제
개복? Would it be?
네, 수술인데 그 뭔가 뭐 개복이든 네. 그래서 뭐 뭐라
When there's an
그럴까요?
incision or
네,
cut
네,
made
맞아요.
in
네.
your body.
이 단어 선택이 지금 좀 조심스러워서 제가 말을 못 하고
Sure.
있는데
And we're not doctors, so please forgive us.
네, 그렇죠. 그러니까 수술 중에서도 왜 우리가 그냥 뭐 그 자르지 않고 피부 겉에다만 하는 수술들은 non-invasive surgery라고 하고요. 그다음에 이제 그 칼을 쓰는 invasive surgery, incision이 포함이 된다라고 하면은 그럴 때는 이제 invasive surgery라고 표현을 합니다.
침습 수술?
그렇게
is what I'm
표현을
looking
하나요?
at. I'm looking at, yeah.
네, 그래요. 자, 그 다음에는 impact라는 표현을 보겠습니다.
Yeah, if something impacts, it affects or it influences
Yes.
something. Like these fish are impacting the local ecosystem.
영향을 주는 거죠. impacting. 자, 다시 한번 제가 읽어볼게요. Thailand has launched a campaign against the black-chin tilapia fish, described by officials as the most invasive species to ever affect the country, so far impacting 17 provinces. And let's move on to the final headline.
The gender pay gap in listed firms and public institutions in Korea narrowed to 26% last year, with men earning an average of 98 million won, while their female counterparts received 72 million won.
지난해 국내 공시대상 회사 그리고 공공기관 근로자의 성별 임금 격차가 26%로 좁혀진 것으로 나타났습니다. 이때 이번 조사에서 남성 1인당 평균 임금은 9,800만 원, 여성은 7,200만 원으로 집계됐습니다.
Yeah.
자, Tell us more.
Yeah, so this data collected by the Gender Ministry here shows that the average pay gap, which is the rate of men's average pay to that of women, this year came out to 26.3% compared to the previous year of 30.7%, meaning that that gap, the difference between men's and women's pay has decreased.
Narrowed. Yeah, exactly. Why don't we look at the first expression since we're talking about it?
Sure.
To narrow or to decrease.
Yeah, exactly. To
Yeah.
decrease the extent of something, something could contract, or the scope of something could go down, reduce, or diminish.
Yeah. Are we getting nearer to gender equality in
Well,
this regard?
It seems like that's the trend right now if you
Okay.
compare to last year. And there's two main reasons, according to the ministry. Women are getting paid more, so their wages have increased by 20.6% last year compared to 13, excuse me, for 0.6% for men. The second reason would be the slight increase in the ratio of female hires in the office.
그래요. 공공기관하고 이제 공시대성 회사에서 일하는 남녀 직원들의 페이를 보고 있는 건데요. 일단은 성비로 봤을 때도 여성들이 조금 더 많아진 거에다가 여성들이 예전에 비해서 조금 더 많은 연봉을 받고 있어서 그래서 이 격차가 줄어들었다. 그러나 여전히 이제 남성이 여성보다 평균 임금이 높기는 하죠.
You know, we've seen this in sports as well. You know, the U.S. women's soccer team, I know, launched a very aggressive campaign to be paid the same amount as their male counterparts,
Right.
as well as Wimbledon. I think prize winnings are now equal for both men and women, where in the past men were had bigger payouts and bigger prize money and purses
Right.
compared to women.
네, 맞습니다.
Right? And the Paris Olympics had the same number of men and women this year, right?
Yeah, exactly. 자, 조금 전에 얘기했던 무언가가 이제 좁혀질 때 narrowing 한다라고 하고요. 반대로 넓어지면 widening이라고 표현하면 되겠고, 그 다음에 이제 동급의 상대방 얘기를 할 때
Yeah.
뭐라 그러죠?
Counterpart.
counterpart.
Right? That's someone that's very similar to another person or something that complements,
Yeah.
complement, or something that fits rather perfectly. So when you have a summit, for example, a presidential summit or a leader summit, you would have the president of one country on the other, on one side, and their counterpart would be their equal.
Exactly.
The other president, or it could be a prime minister or a chancellor.
Exactly, 맞아요. 그래서 이제 한 나라의 수상 얘기를 할 때, 예를 들자면은 이제 뭐 한국과 미국의 대통령들이 만날 것이다. 정상회담 얘기가 있다라고 쳤을 때 영어로는 the president of South Korea and the president of the United States 이렇게 안 합니다. 두 단어를 연달아서 똑같이 쓰는 걸 별로 안 좋아하거든요. 그래서 the president of South Korea and his US counterpart 이런 식으로 동급의 상대방을
Right.
뜻하는 그런 의미로 counterpart를 많이 쓰죠. 여기서는 남성과 그의 이제 다른 성별의 counterpart 이렇게 지금 영어로는 쓰고 있는데 남성과 여성을 지금 이렇게 표현한 겁니다.
Yeah, and in diplomacy, that's very important, right?
Yeah,
Because it shows that you're on equal footing
Yes.
when you go to the negotiating table or to have conversations. You want, representatives of equal standing.
Absolutely. 그렇습니다. 자, 그러면 다시 한번 제가 읽어볼게요. The gender pay gap in listed firms and public institutions in Korea narrowed to 26% last year, with men earning an average of 98 million won, while their female counterparts received 72 million won. And that's it for the headlines with Shane Hum this morning.